evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Squared Circle. We are live. It is July 15th, 2013. It is the day after Money in the Bank. And what a Money in the Bank it was, folks. I'm Hollywood J. Williams.
John Zimmerman, once again.
Once again, it was a pretty, I will give it a, as far as minor pay-per-views go, I'll give it maybe a B.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. There goes our belt. I think it was a B plus. I'm with you there on that.
Yeah.
I'll give it a thumbs up, definitely.
And what has came about is our Money in the Bank winner for the WWE title shot is Randy Orton. But surprise, surprise, CM Punk was taken out of the game by Paul Heyman. CM Punk was climbing that ladder of success, going up there. He was going to reach for that briefcase, and here comes Paul Heyman with another ladder, and down goes Punk. Ultimate betrayal by somebody that was supposed to be his best friend.
Yeah, well, I think we saw that coming, one way or another. Maybe not quite in this fashion, but if you saw the tweet from CM Punk not too long after the match, he got cut up pretty bad. I believe it was like 13, 14 stitches on the top of his skull from the hit from Paul Heyman. So, and a couple other injuries.
And Sheamus was taken out?
Sheamus took a really hard fall. He either dislocated his elbow or fractured his hand. We're waiting for a report on that. Cody Rhodes got a couple of stitches over his eye, and RVD, right along the hairline of his forehead, got about 13, 14 stitches. So a lot of...
This is his return match, and he's already getting hurt.
Yeah, a lot of injuries, potential injuries going on. Ladder in the Bank, Ladder in the Bank. Money in the Bank ladder match is really pretty brutal this year.
Yeah. Maybe they're in pay-per-view. They don't have to worry about the G rating so much on pay-per-view.
Yeah. I'd be interested to see if tonight on Raw how much of they're going to show, because obviously CM Punk was bleeding pretty good, and they'll probably cut that out.
Yeah, they'll cut it, edit it. They'll, show brief glimpses of what exactly happened. And speaking of betrayal, Damien Sandow has betrayed his best friend, Cody Rhodes.
You're welcome.
You're welcome to win the world title Money in the Bank ladder match. So he'll be able to vie for the world title for the next year. He shoved his partner, Cody Rhodes, off a ladder. This match also included Jack Swagger, who I can't understand why he hasn't been suspended yet.
Yeah.
Antonio Cesaro, Fandango, Wade Barrett, and United States champion Dean Ambrose.
I was surprised by the Randy Orton win. I don't know where they're going to go with that. I was expecting anybody but him, really.
My two picks were Daniel Bryan or RVD.
Yeah. The heavy money was on Daniel Bryan, although he doesn't need, the Money in the Bank briefcase to be over. I'd like to know where they're going to take Randy Orton. If he's going to, they're going to remain as a face. I thought he would be a heel. There'd be a heel turn coming because I like him better as a heel.
He's wanted to be heel for a long time now.
Yeah, Sandow, it's a nice move. It's a good way to split up that team. And obviously they're splitting up the team of Kane and Daniel Bryan, so hopefully they'll be successful in singles matches for a while. Particularly Damien Sandow. I'd like to see what he's going to do.
What is going to happen with Cody Rhodes? Is Cody Rhodes going to be a babyface now?
It remains to be seen, but he's gonna stay in the mid card. That's where he's destined to be probably for a long time.
Oh yeah.
But he is what he is, and he's got a job. So
he's got a job. He shows up. He's got that lineage behind him.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely has the lineage behind him. Just think of who his father is, who his brother.
Yeah.
Is. Yep.
Or was, actually.
Well, yep. So he's got the lineage, so you could definitely take himself places. But I think they're gonna get the spot that Damian Sandow. He's very intelligent. The character is, and he's going to choose wisely.
Oh yeah.
When it comes to cashing in,
I see him doing a lot of teases, coming out with the briefcase and acting like he's gonna cash it in, and then just walk away.
Wait for that right spot, that right moment.
He'll walk out with the briefcase, get a huge pop, and then he won't cash it in.
Right.
And I predict him doing this a number of times.
Yep, just to test the intelligence of the audience.
Just to get a cheap pop. So it'll be fun to see what he does with the briefcase. And I love his promos. He's a great talker. He's really good on the mic. So I think it was the right way to go. I liked it. Good choice, and it makes me want to see what's going to happen tonight and future episodes.
Oh, definitely. Yep. And and with Randy Orton, which was it is unexpected there, and also what's going to be happening with Kane. This is what I don't understand. They never replaced Kane in that match.
I believe they put in. Who did they put in? It wasn't Ambrose? No, that was the other match.
The WWE title match was Kane. I mean, the title match, the briefcase match was Kane was supposed to be included in that, and due to getting injured last week at the incoming Wyatt family, he was not able to compete. And I was thinking that they would replace him with Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt, yeah, that was speculated on the internet, but I think they got to keep the Wyatts, as a team for now, like the Shield was when they first came in. So,
I think maybe they were thinking they would do that, put Wyatt in, but then here's a guy that just shows up out of nowhere,
right,
and gets to vie for the title.
Yeah,
and his last name is Rotundo.
Right. I'm glad they didn't rush it. They've been doing a nice build up. The vignettes were really nice. They were done very well, and they brought him in, gradually, and hopefully they let it, just come to a slow boil, a slow burn. That as a team, the family comes in. It's too early yet to branch them off.
The family. I mean, these guys. This Eric Rowan guy.
Yeah.
I think he's bigger than Kane.
Yeah. And Kane is legitimately hurt. I believe he had an MRI on his neck, and it's a legitimate injury. So we may not see Kane for a while. He needed to be taken out of that match because it was unsafe for him to work. So WWE did the right thing. Unfortunately, they didn't have time to work it into the story.
No.
But especially using Edge as an example. Edge kept going back, and now he's done. So maybe giving Kane a little time off, letting him get if he needs either surgery or therapy, whatever he needs, and give him the time off so that he can have extend his career rather than get injured in the ring and be done. You don't
want that to happen.
You want to leave on your own terms. You don't
wants to leave on his own terms, especially being there for so long.
Yeah.
And Kane can come back when he's ready to come back and give the Wyatt family some payback.
Yeah.
For what they have done, and it remains to be seen what the Wyatts are going to. Who are they going to target next? What are they going to do next?
People speculate that they were going to have a feud with the Shield, but that would be two, heels, factions, fighting one another.
There's a lot of problems with the Wyatt family feuding with the Shield, and the one thing I could think of is, now you figure they no longer have this brand extension where you used to only be able to see certain people on SmackDown or certain people on Raw, and now it's all, everybody's all intertwined again.
Yeah.
Now, if you're going to take this group of guys that are supposed to be like a religious cult kind of gimmick, and you're going to put them up against the Shield, the Shield just comes out from the audience and starts interfering in matches. you got two heel factions, and well, somebody's going to have to turn good.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, do you really want to cheer a religious cult, or do you really want to cheer a group of vigilantes like the Shield?
Yeah, it's a tough call.
Yeah.
They're going to have to find somebody for the Wyatt family to be feuding with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't think the Usos are in that spot quite yet.
No.
Even though they got the pre-show, which I think that was a slight to put them on the pre-show instead of putting them on the main card. But the main card was loaded,
mm-hmm.
and they did pull off a good pay-per-view. But
Mm-hmm.
you're having a title match as a pre-show. The Usos going after the title, the tag team belts.
It's kind of like WrestleMania with the United States title being defended on the internet.
Yeah. Not a fan of that.
Yeah.
Especially the people that purchase the pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's part of the show, but yet you're not getting it. Other people are getting it for free. And you either have to leave your TV set and go watch it on your computer.
Right.
Or on your phone,
If you're lucky enough like me, your laptop is sitting right there next to your TV set.
Right.
But
it should be, if you order the show, you should get that match.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, any title matches, if they're going to do any kind of pre-show, there shouldn't be any kind of title matches.
Yeah.
It should just be a couple guys going at it, a couple B guys. But
Jericho versus Ryback pre-show.
Jericho versus Ryback should have been on the pre-show.
Ryback shouldn't have been on the show at all.
Ryback should be retrained on how to wrestle and how to talk. But anyway, also the Divas title match was AJ Lee retaining the title over Caitlyn.
The Divas title on a pay-per-view? When's the last time you saw that?
The Divas title was on a pay-per-view.
Wow. They announced it, and they actually did it this time.
They actually had a contract signing for the Divas Championship.
I was shocked at that.
I'm pretty proud that they're actually beginning to. Are we rubbing off on them, you think?
Yeah, it's possible that they're listening to us.
They're actually taking my sound sage advice.
I would hope so. They have ripped off our show a few times already.
Mm-hmm.
Wrecking Ball being the number one
Wrecking
offense.
Ball, yeah. How many references do you hear about Thunderous and
Oh yeah, the Thunder. Yeah, somebody's watching. Thank you for watching.
Definitely. Thank you, Stanford. Thank you very much for watching us and taking our advice. Divas Championship, Alberto Del Rio keeping the world title. I am not too surprised about that. And John Cena retaining the WWE title.
Well, the Del Rio match was actually quite entertaining. Del Rio and Ziggler put on a really good show, had a very good match, but the ending was kind of weird. Del Rio pulls his knee brace down, his knee pad down, like he's going to do a spot with a knee, and then he just gives him a kick.
Mm-hmm.
So whether they change that move on the fly, because why are you going to adjust your knee pad for a kick? Usually you adjust a knee pad and give him something that involves your knee to his forehead or knee to the body.
Mm-hmm.
But
I could see some.
It was weird. It was a weird spot.
I could see some. We have a call here, just a second, but I could before we get to him real quick. I just wanted. There's some. I could see some kind of something. What am I trying to say here? AJ Lee and her boyfriend Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
Something happened there, and
yeah, you're going to see a rift between the two of them, and Ziggler's going to get away from that relationship. But who do we got on the line?
We have on the line. We're gonna talk indies. We're gonna switch. We're gonna switch and talk about indies. We have a new group here in Connecticut called Real Warrior Entertainment. July 26th is their Super Showdown in South Windsor. We have their promoter on right now. Hello, Craig. Are you there?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Excellent.
Good.
Excellent. Thank you.
We're doing great. This is Craig Andrews from Real Warrior Entertainment. Craig, welcome to the Squared Circle. How you doing tonight?
Thanks for having me, guys. I'm doing fantastic. Hanging out with the boys over here at the Barclays Center right now for Monday Night Raw. Taking it easy. Getting ready for this Friday's event at the RWE Dojo. Basically, it's a fan appreciation night. Kids are $3, adults $5. We got a stellar card lined up. You can find that on our Facebook fan page. And just leading into the July 26th event, Super Summer Showdown. And let me tell you, that card is loaded. Sanjay Dutt, Jay Lethal, greatest tag team in the world right now, the Young Bucks versus the Colony from Chikara, and so much more.
We appreciate you having your events right up the road from us. Really, not much of a ride from where we are now. That Facebook page you mentioned, can you give us the exact name of it so our viewers can log on?
Yeah, it's Real Warrior Entertainment on Facebook, and then we have the school Facebook fan page at the RWE Wrestling Dojo. And again, you can always go to rwewrestling.com, and we have links that will lead you directly to all of our social media.
Excellent. rwe.com for everyone out there.
rwewrestling.com.
My mistake. rwewrestling.com. And we'll put a link on our Facebook page for our viewers to catch it. How many shows have you run so far? You've been running quite a few, back to back, every week now, right?
Yeah, we've had an exciting summer. It started out June 28th, live at Nomads with featuring Tommy Dreamer and a host of other warriors of RWE Wrestling. And then we ran last Friday at the RWE Dojo.
Yep.
Not a bad turnout, and great main event. Sanjay Dutt and JT Dunn really put on a fantastic show. Some other really great matches that night that stood out for me, I have to say, was Fireman Brian Fury and Burning Bridges there, Christian Frost.
Yep.
Those guys put on an amazing show. And, something that Connecticut doesn't really get an opportunity to see that much, but really should, was the German Hammer, Josef von Schmidt.
Yeah, he's a friend of our show.
Very good friend of ours.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I just came from his...
Him and Vladimir Joseph had a really good match, and I'll tell you, with the controversy that went on there, Vlad challenged Josef von Schmidt and his two goons there from the VSN for a no DQ match August the 2nd at Nomad in South Windsor. Also appearing that night is going to be Goldust.
Oh, excellent, excellent.
That's excellent.
Yeah, you're bringing some top-name talent. Obviously the local guys are really good friends of ours, and we support them all the way. But you're also bringing in some national names to add to the card. Jay Lethal is a fantastic wrestler. Sanjay Dutt.
Definitely.
You mentioned Tommy Dreamer. So I got to commend you. You're bringing some great talent, from outside of our area to complement our local guys.
Definitely.
Yeah, we're just trying to shake it up a little bit in Connecticut and New England for the most part.
Have you promoted any? I'm sorry. Have you promoted anywhere else in other states? You're new to the area, or?
Yeah, for the most part, we're new to the area. We've done everything right by our school at 1257 John Fitch Boulevard in South Windsor, Connecticut. That's where our home base location is right now.
Yep.
A lot of our events are going to be held either there or at Nomads. But coming into the end of August, September, October, November, you'll see us traveling throughout Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Hampshire. The program and the roster that you guys are going to see evolve over the next few months is really going to be unlike anything Connecticut has really had an opportunity to see. There's some other great promotions in the area, but you see a lot of the same talent that's going back and forth between the two of them. And I can tell you, come August, September, RWE Wrestling is going to substantially separate our promotion from the other ones in the area by using some very exclusive talent in the New England area that doesn't really get much of a run in Connecticut.
We appreciate you, everything you're doing, and anything we can do to help promote you. We're always here.
Definitely.
You're welcome to have, a spot on the show anytime you like. If you want to send one of your guys down, you want to send in a DVD, whatever you can do. We, hand in hand. We love all the independent wrestling scene in Connecticut. That's what we're all about.
Man, we really appreciate that, and we appreciate all the support and the help from everybody out there. And, just stay tuned. Check us out on the web, rwewrestling.com. You can go to realwarriorentertainment.com. If you're interested in becoming a pro wrestler, come check out the RWE Wrestling Dojo in South Windsor at 1257 John Fitch Boulevard. I'm available. You can call the office, 860-368-0RWE. That's 860-368-0793. We're just having a lot of fun this summer, and hopefully the fans will appreciate, the type of talent and the production value that we're trying to bring to the state.
Now, the shows you've already put on, are they available on YouTube or any of the matches, or do you sell them on DVD?
Yeah, you can go to RWE Wrestling on YouTube. You can check out some of the clips from our June 28th show. We're in the process of uploading the July 12th show featuring Sanjay Dutt. But basically, you're going to see a lot of clips. Our YouTube channel is going to evolve over the next few weeks here, with a first show YouTube cast, giving you basically a rundown of how the events have gone and what storylines are in effect at that point. But as far as DVDs and everything, they'll be available very shortly at rwewrestling.com.
Oh, excellent.
That's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, especially the YouTube stuff, so the people that haven't caught the last couple of shows you promoted can kind of catch up and see what you got and see what you're all about.
Without a doubt. And, again, it's really about the fans, and that's why this Friday at the RWE Wrestling Dojo in South Windsor, we have that fan appreciation night where kids get in free. It's a fantastic card. I cannot, tell you that enough how great the card is going to be. We have the main event, a former WWE superstar and ECW World Heavyweight Champion. Just incredible. And I tell you, I've been speaking with Justin on a regular basis. He looks amazing, healthy, in the best shape of his life right now. And a lot of props to him.
Yeah, we did have a chance, I believe it was November or so, to interview Justin Credible for our show.
Exactly, back at PWA.
Yeah, at one of the PWA events. And he was just a really gracious guy, gave us a really nice interview, and helped us out a lot. We love watching him. It's great that you got him. He's definitely an iconic character in New England area wrestling. So I wish you all the luck in the world.
And I can't emphasize enough how well he's doing and how healthy he is, and just how on top of his game. He had a training seminar at our school last Thursday, and I tell you, the class went phenomenal. He worked the heck out of those guys and girls over there, and they all really, really enjoyed it.
He can definitely provide a lot of sound advice for your talent.
Without a doubt. I mean, Credible's got, a good 20 plus years in the business. He's been doing this, for a long time. And if you haven't had an opportunity, he's got a fantastic YouTube show, Pro Wrestling 101 with Justin Credible. And a lot of great stories there, tools, tips, hints, tricks. Just basically the last 20 years of his life and what he's experienced and what he can offer back to the wrestling community.
Yeah, and you're offering a lot to the wrestling community too. And again, we thank you for your time, and we appreciate your shows. We'll put a link to your site. We're on our Facebook page.
Yep.
And as I said before, anything you want to do with us to promote your stuff, let us know. You know how to get a hold of us. Call in, send a copy of your card to us. And,
I'm gonna try to make it out to your next show. Next Friday night, right?
I hope to see you guys there. If you can make it, I'll have some great seats sitting ringside for you. And, I apologize I couldn't be in the studio this evening, but I can assure you, Mr. Andrews will be down there shortly.
Oh, we appreciate it.
We would definitely love to see you. You'll love the studio.
Perfect, man. I really look forward to it.
We have a better studio than Center Ring does.
Oh, that was Hollywood J. I've already gotten enough heat from Center Ring.
I enjoy going upstairs to see Frogman and having his mom's meatloaf, and it's always a good time. But
No, he's great. He's a great guy.
Thank you very much, and I don't want to cut this too short. But, do you have any questions for me?
AR Fox. Are you familiar?
Fox?
Are you familiar with AR Fox?
Am I familiar with AR Fox? Absolutely. AR Fox is going to be at our show on July the 26th. And let me tell you, it's a match that you do not want to miss. If anybody's familiar with Beyond, which I know you all are, AR Fox went head-to-head with ACH down there, and not a lot of people really got a chance to see that match. Well, RWE is picking up kind of where they left off, and we're going to be able to showcase that particular event. Keep in mind, we also got Jigsaw from Chikara and Philadelphia's own Black Jeeves. These four guys, the combustible elements between the four of them, it's just going to be a high-flying, spectacular, spot-thrilling match. I mean, it's something you definitely do not want to miss.
I'm with you there on that. AR Fox is one of our favorites on this show.
Mm-hmm.
I think I mention him every week, like the guys on my payroll or something. That's how much we love this guy.
So where do you see RWE going within the next few years? Do you see yourself on television or?
RWE, we brought in some really great guys to help and girls to help in the back. We got the production end that we're really getting down on that, right now. And it's really just about developing our roster over the next, few months or so. And let me tell you, when you see what this roster is going to look like, again, I can't reiterate enough how much it's going to separate us from a lot of the other promotions in the area. The RWE Heavyweight Championship belt, dare I say, it's definitely the nicest belt in Connecticut, but dare I say it's probably one of the nicest belts in all of indie wrestling. So, that belt is ready. We got to get a tournament underway to kind of see who the first RWE Heavyweight Champion is going to be. And, we also have the Internet Championship. We obviously are not on TV yet, but heavy presence online, and that's the reason why our first two championships, we have the RWE Heavyweight Champion and the RWE Internet Champion, which again, both those belts are going to be contested here over the next few weeks, and we'll find out who that's going to be when we time will tell.
Yeah, well, we're looking forward to it. Thank you for the call.
Thank you very much, Greg.
All the luck in the world to you. Success.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it, and give me a buzz anytime.
Yeah, definitely. We will talk soon.
Take care, fellas.
All right,
Take
bye-bye.
it easy. That was Craig Andrews, promoter for Real Warrior Entertainment. I'm definitely excited about his product.
Yeah, I am too. As he mentioned, Joseph von Schmidt, friend of the show, was on his card versus Vladimir Joseph, and I was talking to Joseph earlier today because I was at the PWA, and Joseph had some great things to say about the organization. And obviously he was invited back. Mm-hmm. So it's good to see that even though they're rivals in business, that they can put their heads together and put on a great show.
Yep. Those are the things that we've said before too. Instead of everybody should be respectful of one another.
It's competition, but it's friendly competition.
Exactly.
And a successful promoter and a successful show in one area in the state is only going to help all of us, all of the indie promotions, and by crossing over some of the talent, South Windsor's to the north, PWA has been running their shows in Shelton to the south of us. So, there's enough of a gap. And as long as they don't overlap, if they can put their heads together and say, hey, I'm going to run this week, or on a Friday night and the other one can run a Saturday night, so that you're not competing.
Back in the day when
directly.
they had the territories, everybody used to always get along.
Oh, yeah, gentleman's agreement. Oh, absolutely. And you'd have guys like Andre that would go from territory to territory, and and bring his fans with him, and just broaden the fan base. And by Joseph von Schmidt going from his promotion to RWE, it just shows the class of both organizations that we can get along. So let that be a lesson to all of us that even though that we might be rivals or
everybody has the fans' interest at heart, and that's the bottom line. That's what's most important.
Yep,
we have another call on the line. You are live on the Squared Circle.
I don't think they're answering.
Hello, how are you?
Excellent. Who are we talking to?
Oh, this is Joe Bruin.
Joe Bruin,
Mr. Joseph Bruin.
New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
As you know, we just had Mario Mancini on the show last week.
Yeah.
And he announced that next July, he's going to be in the New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. Can you tell us a little bit about the history of the Hall of Fame, some of the highlights of who's in it, and why you chose Mario?
Absolutely. We started in 2008, and it was an idea that I came up with. There's really nothing in this area as far as, you have the Hall of Fame in Amsterdam, New York, of course, others around the world, but nothing like that in this area. So it's something that I wanted to start. There's such a rich history in the New England area in general, and it's just something that it needed to be done. Somebody had to step up and do it, and being in it so long, I was a ring announcer for over 10 years, promoter, did all sorts of things for about 15 years or so. And at that point, 2008, I was booking a local show, the APCW. And what I did is in replace of intermission, we had a very small class of inductees inducted into the New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame in the ring. And that's basically how it started. And then we had 3 small classes throughout the year of 2008. 2009 is when I decided to turn it into its own event and no longer be associated with a wrestling show. And we had it at a nice club in the East Providence area. And it really took off. We had about 275 people come out for the dinner. And, we continued every year, 2010, 11, and added a fan fest with it in the morning. And it's really grown to be very successful. I've been very happy with it, and a lot of great guys come in and out. We've had Chief Jay Strongbow inducted, definitely one of the high points.
Yes.
Right before his passing.
Yep.
Rick Martel, Tito Santana were both inducted. Of course, head shrinker Samu. Some great locals like the Boston Bad Boy, Tony Rumble, of course Walter Killer Kowalski, the superstar Richard Byrne, and the list goes on and on. But it's really come along nicely. And of course Mario Mancini.
Yeah.
Some people know him, some people don't. But really, if you're a wrestling fan, you're in the New England area, you've lived here most of your life, you know Mario Mancini.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
You have to know Mario.
How did you coax him, right, from never doing an event like this before? How did you talk him into it?
Well, one of the things is, obviously in the back of my mind, I had that, eventually we're going to get him in the New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. Maybe start him off at the Fan Fest just as a vendor, see how he feels with working the whole event as a whole. But I contacted him, kind of gave him the info, and he basically thought about it for got back to me, and we talked a couple more times. I finally convinced him to come on out. Fans come from all over. We have diehards from Japan, England, Ireland, and really, they know these guys. They know the guys that put in the time. Maybe they weren't high profile on television, but there's somebody you saw every week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Week in and week out. So Mario is certainly somebody who stands out, and here in the New England area, and and definitely deserves a spot in the New England Pro Wrestling Hall of
He
Fame.
always worked hard.
I meant.
He always did what was asked of him.
Oh, without
you know?
a doubt, yeah. He's a class act all the way. And, honestly, you saw him on our show. I know you watched it. And he had some wonderful things to say about you and, what you're doing for the local guys and, some of the lesser known, shall we say, of the talent out there, the unsung heroes.
Yeah, right, exactly.
I should say.
The guys that show up for work every week.
And, my wife and children came up to your event this year and got to meet quite a few talents that, you just don't see anymore. Bobby the Brain being one of them,
Doink.
and Doink, who we're not going to see anymore, unfortunately.
Right.
And, they had a great time. I understand you put on a hell of an event. And it looks like you didn't stop. Next year you've got a larger venue, and you're just plowing right ahead.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's certainly. We outgrew East Providence, so I stumbled across the seaport there in Fairhaven, and really we outgrew that place. It was just too small for what was going on.
So where is the Fan Fest going to take place next year?
Fan Fest 4 will be at the Crown Plaza Hotel. That's in Warwick, Rhode Island. And it's only one exit away from the airport. You have free shuttle service to and from, so it's key as far as convenience goes.
Oh, yeah. And it's really not that, you would think Rhode Island, but it's really not that far from us here.
No.
It's a pretty short ride. It's about an hour and 20 minutes or so,
Sure.
Which is not unreasonable for us and our viewers. So, it's great. It's really just around the corner. And, I know the rates for the hotel there are cheap, are reasonable, I should say. And, it's a great thing to go up there for the weekend.
Absolutely. Yeah, if you call the hotel, just mention that you're staying for New England Fan Fest. It's $119 per night, which is, like you said, reasonable. It's a very nice hotel. There's a couple bars, restaurant right inside there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was checking it out online through your page, and it looks fantastic. And, it promises to be a great time.
Yeah, absolutely. The 8th Annual New England Hall of Fame, and Mario Mancini is certainly one of the inductees. It's going to be great, along with his good friend, Jose Luis Rivera.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that's another one.
And I understand that you made an announcement today on somebody that's going to be on the super ticket. You want to share that with us?
Yes, yeah. As of this afternoon, we announced Deborah McMichael, former WWE diva, of course, in WCW as well. And Deborah McMichael is somebody you don't see often, period. Occasionally you'll see her in the New Jersey area.
Yeah.
But certainly here in New England, you never see Deborah. So this is a rare appearance, and she's really looking forward to it, coming out and meeting
Steve
her fans here in New
McMichael's
England.
Ex-wife,
Yeah.
as well as Steve Austin's, I understand.
Maybe I can make her my ex-wife. No. No.
She's a great addition, I think, and I think a lot of people are already speaking out and looking forward to seeing her. And yesterday we actually announced Jim the Anvil Neidhart will be coming in. He's going to be an inductee into the Hall of Fame as well, and he'll also be a super ticket guest earlier in the morning.
Oh, that's fantastic. How's his health?
He seems fine. We had some great conversations, and he didn't seem to skip a beat. So.
Oh, fantastic!
He said he's looking forward to it.
It's like giving me chills. It's almost a year away, and I'm excited already. I can't tell you how excited I really, really am. It sounds like a great event, and like I said, my boys and my wife had a great time with you guys this year. Mario is like a little kid all over again. I haven't seen him that excited in quite some time. I go way back with Mario, so.
Oh, great.
He was like really excited, like a little kid.
Well, it was my first time, obviously, working with, but even meeting Mario. And, he was, like you said, he was a class act from top to bottom. And it looks like he had a good time, which is great. And he got to see a lot of old friends. And Mario's going to be coming back. He was a vendor last time. He'll be a super ticket guest this time in the morning, signing for autographs from 9 to 1. He'll be taking part in the Q&A session hosted by Howard Finkel from 4 to 5. And then later on that evening, inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Howard Finkel's a local guy. He started out being an usher at the New Haven Arena, not too far from here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I mean, you're really hitting on our neighborhoods anyway. You know, and these are the guys that we all grew up with. And like you said, they might not have been the top tier talent like a Hogan or an Andre, but you know, they were rubbing elbows with them.
Exactly.
They were in the ring with them.
They're important enough to the little people like us.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Sure.
You know, and Mario for me, I was a Milford guy myself, and he was the hometown hero. And it was great to know him back then and talk to him and, you know, get excited that, you know, here was a local celebrity. And now you're giving him his due. And we really appreciate that and what you're doing for not only Mario, but for all of the guys, you know, like him that aren't necessarily on Vince's television right now.
Like The Godfather, for example.
Oh, yeah, your Godfather.
Yeah, he was a great hit. He did The Godfather and, of course, Papa Shango later on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was a treat. But what we do with New England Fan Fest is we try to give you a variety. You know, you can't stick with just the legends. You got to have some of those rare characters. You know, you got to have a good mix for everybody, and that's what gets the people from all different areas. So we've got Clarence Mason coming in, former manager, lawyer of the Nation of Domination.
Oh, yes.
I mean, you know, he's a great character, somebody you just don't see in this area.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are the guys like you look at like, oh yeah, I remember him.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Big Bully Busick from the early 90s,
Yep.
WWF.
Yeah, Joseph von Schmidt just fought him not too long ago.
Yeah, he's another great guy.
Yeah.
I hope he's coming in. Harry Smith coming in, son of the British Bulldog.
Yeah, he's in Japan at the moment, no?
He is. Yep,
Oh,
he's on
great.
tour there, and he frequents Japan and obviously England with the tours there. He gets around.
Yeah, and you know he's really coming into his own. I hear the reports from Japanese Audio Wrestling on the podcast, and they love him over there. He's like so over, you know, because the American style is a little bit different.
Right.
And he's a huge star, whereas here he would just be another guy.
Right. Exactly.
So he's really carving out a career, you know, not only in Japan but you know outside of the United States. And you know he would be like a mid-card guy here.
Exactly.
And he's really found something for himself, which I think is great.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. It's great that it's working out for him. And what he can do, actually, is take that back here if he wanted to once he becomes, you know, kind of...
Oh, yeah. You know, he's building Japan. God, he's building a fan base over there that he can bring, even if he brings a tenth of that over here.
That's kind of like what Matt Bloom did over there with Tenzai.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, yep.
So yeah, it's really big, and you know wrestling. It seems to be like making a huge comeback. We were just talking to a fella here, just opened Real Warrior Entertainment, and he's got a new program going on in Connecticut, and it just seems like it's growing and making a rebound. Especially on the independent scene, on the smaller level, people are really coming out and supporting it. And I know they came out and supported you this year, and I hope next year is going to be double the size.
I hope so. We've got all the main ballrooms rented out. We're ready to go, and I think it holds about 1,200 at a time. So.
Yeah.
And maybe you'll outgrow this venue and have to go somewhere else.
Oh, that wouldn't be a bad thing.
Well, you know how to get in touch with us. You know where we are. What is your contact? You have a Facebook, website. You know, people want to check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. It's on Facebook. We're New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. And then as far as if you're a Twitter person, you can catch us at NEFanFest. And any questions at all, you could also email us at any time, hwfforever@yahoo.com. And our official website is www.nepwhof, that's New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame abbreviated, .weebly.com.
Great.
That's some good stuff.
You know,
I'll have to check it out.
We'll connect you. We'll put some links up on our Facebook page for the Squared Circle for our fans here. If you can steer some people in our direction too, we appreciate it.
Oh,
and you feel free to always give us a call. You know how to contact me.
Right.
If you want to send either a video or you want to come down, you make the trip and visit us down here in Connecticut.
We're down here. We're on Monday nights at 7 o'clock, and then Raw comes on after us.
That's right. Raw follows us, my friend.
Right. It's not the other way around.
Right.
Don't believe what you hear.
Hey, we love what you're doing. We appreciate what you're doing. Anything we can do to help promote you, get the word out there, get some eyes come out on your product. Anything we can do to help out, we'd love to.
I appreciate the kind words. And
Absolutely.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Thank you very much,
not a
my
problem.
friend.
Definitely. We will talk again real soon. John, where'd the hour go? We had two real great calls here.
Yeah. You know what? And two guys that are really pushing and the independent scene, and some of the guys, the unsung heroes, as we said. I think they're two great organizations, and I love that they're doing what they're doing.
Absolutely. I'm going to very very busy lately with things, but I am going to make an effort on the 26th to get down there to the RWE in South Windsor.
Yeah.
Definitely, because any kind of help I can give this man, I want to give it to him in addition to everybody
this
else.
Friday, as he said, this Friday's fan appreciation night, only $5 and kids are free. Where are you going to go for $5? On a Friday night, movies are what, $12, $14, $15 a pop.
Exactly.
And you're getting what, an hour and a half of entertainment.
They don't make movies like they used to. Neither.
No, and you go to Sharknado or whatever that piece of doo-doo is.
Anyway.
But go to RWE, $5 this coming Friday. Even still, the 26th, it's a reasonable ticket. I believe it's $15 for a general admission. And you're getting live entertainment, a great product, and it's better than the movies.
Exactly.
And it's family friendly as well.
Very, very family friendly. If anything like PWA, you can go, which I'm sure they are.
Oh, yeah.
You can go out there and during intermission,
right?
Shake hands with them, and it's a lot more personal.
Oh yeah, you can get up close and personal, and actually meet some of the superstars that are, that they're bringing in. RWE's, as he said, he's got some high name talent coming in, and I think he's got a few more tricks up his sleeve before.
I
over.
see him going to higher places in several years from now.
Without a doubt, if he can keep up what he's doing, and just continue. Growing his fan base.
If all these indie guys could just get together at some point, wouldn't it be a shot if the biggest competition that Vince McMahon ever faced came right from his own backyard?
Oh yeah. The talent is here. You get out there and check it out. PWA shows are fantastic. RWE's fantastic. CTWE, another friend of the show. Your buddy Eric Newton.
Of course.
Up in Chicopee.
He's going to be holding a card in Waterbury.
Oh, that's correct.
In August, yes.
Yeah, we'll promote that. More than likely next week we'll have the card for that.
Right, definitely.
And, check out the indie scene.
Definitely. Check out the indie scene, and then from the indies you can maybe get a contract with WWE and go into their new performance center in Orlando.
Oh, that's a good segue.
Which just opened up.
That was a fantastic segue, my friend.
Did you like it?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, it's not even written down anywhere. I just, I'm a genius.
That was pretty smooth. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. But the performance center, this new state-of-the-art facility, which opened up, I believe, last Wednesday or Thursday.
Yes. Yeah, they had the press conference and officially opened it up.
Mm-hmm. Triple H saying that he'll wrestle here and there, but for the most part he's in the office now. But once in a while, because it's just it's kind of weighs on him quite a bit.
Yeah.
All the responsibility he has now.
Oh,
and sooner or later it's going to be his company.
Right, and his body is feeling it too.
Mm-hmm.
He may not be old in numbers, but in wrestling years,
exactly.
If you go back and look at some of the brutal matches that he's put himself through, and the injuries that he's had to come back from, and his body has been through quite a lot.
Hell in a cell.
Yeah, Yeah, and I bet you he's feeling it. Maybe not quite as bad as Foley is feeling it.
No,
but
I don't think anybody could feel it that bad.
it's catching up to him,
Right.
and he's got 3 young daughters to look after too. And I know having the 2 boys that I have, that'll wear on you too. And I can't imagine having 3 girls because the boys are rough enough. But yeah, I mean, Triple H is definitely making the move into the office, and he's taking care of business though.
Even though Vince McMahon apparently is going to stay in charge until he goes to the great wrestling ring of the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, speaking of halls of fame, another city has been thrown into that mix for the actual physical building for the WWE Hall of Fame whenever it gets built.
And where might that be?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Home of former PWI co-host Bad News Bob.
Right.
He was it was the co-host of PWI along with Mike Cuomo, and with the top rope with myself and Mr. Trivia Canada last year.
Yes.
And now he's out in Las Vegas.
Now he's out in Las Vegas.
And he's been wanting me to go see him lately.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I hear he's having a little trouble with aces and eights out there.
That's what I hear.
Ah.
That's one of these these big meetings that I've been involved in, which caused me to be delayed last week. These are some of the things we've been discussing is the safety and well-being of myself and friends of mine here with these I don't know who these guys are. I mean, they're trying to pretend to be wrestlers. I don't know. I mean, you're gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
Don't try it at home. They always say that.
Don't try this at home. Yeah.
You're gonna come after the icon of North Haven here. I mean, maybe I'll have to talk to my family.
Yeah.
Maybe my Black and White Express family will have to I'll have to go to the Home Depot.
Right.
Not the main event mafia. If I have to, this is one of the things I'll let you in on it. One of the ideas we are tossing around, and I don't want any North Haveners to be scared or afraid I'm gonna take over the town again. Well, if I have to do it, I'll bring back the NWO North Haven chapter. If it means keeping people safe.
Yeah.
If it means we don't usually wear the white hats. We're not usually the nice guys, but I'll have to recruit.
Right.
I'll have to recruit.
Send your submissions here.
Exactly.
Care of the squared circle.
But anyway, getting off subject here, but Las Vegas is a possibility for a physical building for the WWE Hall
I
of
think
Fame.
Orlando. On the City Walk there, or in between Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios, I think it's a better family destination than Vegas. I know Vegas is trying to say that they're family destination, but you're not going to bring younger kids there, and it's not going to be a destination point where you're going to bring people to see the Wrestling Hall of Fame. You'll probably get guys our age going in and checking out, but I don't think the average person walking the Vegas Strip is really going to wander into,
unless they put it by the Stratosphere and they have those nice rides up on the roof.
Yeah, but I mean, you're thinking that more families are going to be at Universal Studio than walking the Vegas Strip. My opinion. I think I'd like to have it right here in Connecticut.
I think it should really be.
We're not a tourist. We're not a tourist destination. No. I think overall the demographic that you want to hit is going to be more so at Universal Studio and than Vegas. But my opinion.
Yeah, I mean other cities will be talked about too. I'm sure. We'll wrap it up pretty soon, but we'll do the things we have to do. You know what that means. You got to take out the trash. You got to, make your bed in the morning, and you have to talk about what's going on in TNA.
Right. Well, you did mention earlier on the pay-per-view they had a Divas ladder match. Divas title match.
Divas title match.
And on TNA, this is where I'm going. TNA, they had a Knockouts ladder match, which is rare. They've had them before, but it's rare. Ironic that they have it on the same.
My hat's off to Taryn Terrell. And perhaps, arguably, one of the greatest women's wrestlers, perhaps, in our modern era, Gail Kim. the two of them. I mean,
They did put on.
they brought the house down.
Yeah, they did put on one hell of a match, and that was definitely the highlight of the TNA show of this past Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think that's a good argument to turn Gail Kim good again.
and well, she is good no matter what.
She's good whether you boo her or cheer her.
But yeah, if you saw the tweet that Taryn Terrell put out after, she got banged up really good from the figure four around the ring post. Her legs are all bruised up, and if you need help with that, I'll be glad to rub you down.
Right. I think perhaps with that match they developed some kind of respect for one another.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Without
And,
a doubt.
And we've been saying for a while, the Knockouts division far supreme to the Divas division at the moment.
I think so too.
Yeah.
We have a quick call before we
brilliant.
wrap it up. We have another call. You're live on the Squared Circle.
Gentlemen, I know time is short, so I'll keep this quick.
Mr. Dacey.
How are you?
Great.
Wonderful. The Thunderous one.
And thanks for the plug earlier. You know, as you did hear on the pay-per-view, they mentioned Thunderous last night once again.
Yes.
Once again.
And Jay, I don't know, but I think Aces and Eights might have been tailing you last night because somebody tampered with my limo today. That's why I wasn't able to get there tonight.
Yeah,
I understand that.
I was tweeting with you earlier that I didn't see you here when I got here, and I was kind of concerned. And you said your limo was tampered with.
Yeah, I think it's that darn Aces and Eights.
We gotta get to the bottom of it. We gotta get to the
I'll
bottom
get the
of
spray
it.
paint out. I'll get the black and white shirts out, buddy. We'll put the band back together. Don't you worry.
But great show once again, gentlemen, and hopefully we'll get this rectified, and I'll see you guys next week.
Excellent, excellent.
Hopefully. Yep.
And Jay, I'll see you in a little while.
Yeah.
Definitely. We'll see you soon.
All right.
As always, Tom Dacey, a real good friend of the show. He puts all of our shows up onto the internet for us.
Onto the Blip page,
I have
onto the
no
YouTube.
idea how to do that, and Tom is our technical whiz kid. So, always thanks go out
yeah, I'm a little unsure of how to do that myself.
to a really great friend
I
of the
see
show.
him press like 2 buttons and it's done. I don't know how he does it, but whatever.
Hey, we're just the talent.
Mm-hmm.
We leave the tech to our crack staff.
Press the same 2 buttons.
It's the same 2 buttons, right?
Right.
But anyway, that's pretty much it. I mean, like I said, my hat's off to Gail Kim and Taryn Terrell.
Destination X.
Yeah, this Thursday, Destination X, which was a pay-per-view event, is now going live Thursday night for free.
They're giving it away for free.
Giving it away for free.
Vince McMahon would never give something away for free.
Hell no. But hey, enjoy Destination X on Thursday night.
Exactly.
Enjoy Raw from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York.
That's tonight.
It's tonight.
And see if Chris Sabin can take the TNA X Division title from Bully Ray on Thursday night.
Yep. Thanks to Joe Bruin for calling in.
Definitely.
Thank you to Mr. Andrews for calling in.
Mr. Craig Andrews.
Craig Andrews,
and
thank you.
My advice to anybody that used to watch WCW, go
quick.
out and buy this War Games DVD.
Yeah.
Disc 1 will give you a trip down memory lane like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
I can't get over that. You gotta check out the Tower of Doom.
WCW, yeah, you've heard about it. You've seen clips from it. The Tower of Doom, 3 cages stacked on top of one another. You can't get better than that. It's crazy.
It's crazy. It gives you a big trip down
3
memory
discs,
lane.
nearly 9 hours of entertainment for like $15-20.
The Horsemen.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Running Wild. NWO. Running Wild.
Oh yeah.
Dungeon of Doom. You
Absolutely
got
classic. For guys, especially guys our age or thereabouts, right? I mean, this is the great stuff that we're watching every week, man.
Why doesn't he bring that back, Vince McMahon?
PG.
Now that we said it, he will.
2G rating.
Yeah.
That's got to be it.
Yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with it, but whatever. You gotta keep the sponsors happy.
Hey, you know what? Since TNA recycles everything anyway, hey, TNA, watch this DVD, would you? Oh, real quick. Ultimate Warrior on the commercial for the new WWE video game. I nearly fell over. I thought hell froze over. First of all, Bruno Sammartino gets into the WWE Hall of Fame, which we thought never would happen. And now we see Jim Hellwig, the Ultimate Warrior, back on a WWE product.
Pre-order pre-order it.
What is going on
You
here?
pre-order it and you get him as a character in the game.
We'll have to have more on it next week. But
Wow.
this is John Zimmerman.
Yes, I
I'm
am.
Hollywood J. Williams. Good night and good luck. And we'll have Nikki V here next week with a special announcement.
Let's hope so.